The signature defense for Town Hall 16 are going to be the merged defenses. However, I have seen people asking quite a bit, are the merged defenses worth it? And kind of wondering, maybe there's some benefit to not merging those defenses. But today, I'm going to show you guys why it is extremely worth it and why everybody should be merging these defenses. And yes, it's not a reversible thing, but this is something that Supercell intended people to do and keep, so it's not really meant to be a reversible thing. So when you merge defenses, and the issue people seem to have is the fact that you are losing a couple of buildings here. So let's go ahead and do one of these here. So we'll do the multi-archer tower, and as you see, when we do the multi-archer tower, of course, it takes 2 archer towers and puts it into this building, so you're essentially losing an archer tower. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats of the archer tower. So if we bring this up, this is the current max level for the archer tower. The DPS is 145, so it's going to be 72.5 damage per shot. If you double this for the 2 archer towers that you're putting into this one building, the DPS is going to be 290. Now we'll bring up the stats for the multi-archer tower on the screen here, and you can see here that the damage per shot is going to be 55 at level 1, 60 at level 2. We'll focus in on the maxed out level here. So 60 per shot, it's going to be 120 DPS. And right away, that seems like it's a lot less. However, that is damage per second per archer, and you got to remember that the multi-archer tower is firing 3. So the DPS is actually going to be 3 times that 120. So when you merge these buildings, your overall damage per second is going from 290 to 360. Now the other thing to consider is how much HP you're going to have on the base, because you don't want to have less HP for the attacker to have to get through. And the HP here for the regular archer tower is 1800, so 3600 for 2 archer towers. The multi-archer tower at level 2 has 5200, so again, you are getting more HP as well as that more damage per second. Plus, the added benefit of the multi-archer tower is the fact that it can target multiple multiple troops. So if there are 2 troops, it's going to be able to hit both of those troops. It's going to send 2 arrows to one troop and 1 arrow to the other troop. Or if it's just going to attack one troop, it'll send all 3 arrows, so you're not losing any damage like you do with the multi-inferno tower. The multi-inferno tower isn't going to add damage when it targets fewer targets, but the multi-archer tower will. It'll condense those 3 arrows down to 2 or 1 target, depending on how many things it's targeting, and then the fewer targets it hits, the more damage it's going to do to those targets. Now that's why I think the multi-archer tower is worth it. Let's grab the Ricochet Cannon here. So again, 2 cannons go into the 1 Ricochet Cannon. There we go. Construction is underway. So the Ricochet Cannon is an interesting one. We'll take a look at the stats here, compare them to the cannon, the regular cannon at level 21. Again, the regular cannon, let me actually pull up one right here, if I can find one. There's my double cannon. So that's an interesting thing. You cannot merge your defenses that have been, what is it called, geared up. Forgot what that was called. You can't do those ones, but here we go. Finally found a cannon. It is going to be 2250 HP for 1 level 21 cannon, and then 160 damage per second for, again, the regular cannon. So you double that, you get 320 DPS. So comparing that to the Ricochet Cannon, that does 390 damage per second, which isn't a significant buff, but you also have to consider that the Ricochet Cannon can hit 2 targets, and it's going to hit both of those targets with that 390 damage per second. Of course, it's not always going to hit double damage like the multi-archer tower. If there's only 1 target in range, it is only going to hit once, but usually you're going to have that cannon shot bouncing around and hitting 2 targets, and it's actually really good for taking down hero pets, especially if the hero's out in front. Normally the pet wouldn't get targeted, but if that Ricochet Cannon hits like the queen with a unicorn, it's going to take that unicorn down pretty quickly. So that is actually something that's really nice with the Ricochet Cannon. And again, if we look at the HP, it is 5,700 for the level 2 Ricochet Cannon compared to the 4,500 for 2 regular cannons. So in summary, it is absolutely worth it to merge your defenses. I don't think it's going to be in anybody's favor to not merge them. Both of the merged defenses have better stats than the 2 buildings combined to put into them, so definitely worth it. Plus, you get the added benefits of hitting the extra targets with both of those defenses. Now, the only little sort of argument that I've seen people making for not merging defenses is it's going to impact base building and I don't really think it's going to be an issue for base building. You're only down, what, 4 buildings across these 4 merged defenses? I think 4 defenses down, base builders are going to be just fine. It's not going to be the end of the world for them. So yeah, definitely merge your defenses at Town Hall 16. Otherwise, it is going to make your base a little bit easier for people to take down. But that is going to be a wrap for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, definitely check out my previous video. Also, hit that subscribe button if you want to catch my next Clash of Clans video. Thank you guys for stopping by. I'll catch y'all next time.